Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Patrick Kaine, and I'm a data center sales executive here at Dell Technologies. And today we will do a brief whiteboard overview of our newly launched Dell Technologies Apex Backup as a Service. So let's go into 4 key points of what is Backup as a Service, and then we'll dive into the specifics around what workloads Backup as a Service can address. So a few things to identify around the solution. This is very unique from Dell Technologies because there is no hardware. So we can help eliminate procurement cycles, speed up time to value, 100% software as a service. And because it is SaaS, therefore we can infinitely scale and start small with just a small workload or a few users, and then scale up or down at any time. The solution does cover full backup DR and long-term retention. And from a security standpoint, it is completely secure, not only because it has encryption in flight and at rest, but also the backups are off network, so therefore not accessible to hackers. And secondly, the data when backed up is immutable, and it is stored in an unreadable format in the public cloud. So as we think about the individual workloads that can be addressed with Backup as a Service, let's start with SaaS applications. So the most common questions I receive from customers are around Microsoft O365 Online. As you may know, Microsoft's backup that is included in the service is very low, or in some cases non-existent. So this service supports backing up Exchange, Teams, SharePoint, and OneDrive. So any file, any data, any setting that is in any of those individual applications for Microsoft are all backed up. We do support e-discovery and locking and retention of individual mailboxes on Exchange, as well as inside Google for Gmail, Drive, Docs, and Slides. And we also provide a full Salesforce backup. So I did mention e-discovery. We also have automated compliance built in, and then federated search across the entire environment. So you can search for a file, a name, an email, etc., and you'll be able to find that file and restore it immediately. From an endpoint perspective, this application can be installed on desktops, laptops, as well as mobile devices. So as we have more employees working from home, and we have more mobility in the workforce, this allows you to protect that data in case of loss, damage, or theft. And finally, we have hybrid workloads. So what do I define hybrid workloads as? Those are in-cloud applications like Microsoft 365, or applications that you'd like to back up to the cloud. So those include VMware environments as well as Hyper-V environments. We do support databases, so Oracle and SQL in their native format, as well as file systems and NAS systems as well. So finally, as we wrap up and consider what are the key advantages to the Dell Technologies Apex backup service, because it is SaaS, it deploys immediately. There are automated updates. We talked about the client-side global deduplication, the end-to-end security. From a security perspective, the backups are immutable, stored off of network. And because we're using AWS in this environment as the target to store your data, you can select any region. So for example, if you have GDPR requirements, you can utilize the local AWS region to back up your data so it doesn't leave that region. I appreciate you coming and listening to the talk today. If you have any questions, please reach out to myself or my team. We'd love an opportunity to do a demonstration of how it works and provide you with a quote.